Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am back. Today is August the 5th, 2022. Coinbase. Real quick, gonna do a video about Coinbase because the situation has changed. The market has obviously moved in the direction in which I anticipated it to go, and it completed that move. So now I wanted to come in and talk to you all what I think next in Coinbase. Now, welcome to everyone who may be their first time. This is HueFin, also known as HueFin News. I produce price predictions so that you all can see that the market is not hard, that it's not complicated, that you can actually predict where prices are going to go without the confusion. So if you guys want to learn more, go ahead and join this team, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share the video, and also tap that bell notification as well if you want to stay in tune with my price predictions. All right. So real quick, did a video in Coinbase on July the 19th right here, and I was telling individuals that I was looking for the market in Coinbase to go up, and I'm not surprised to see that the market in Coinbase closed yesterday up 10%, right? We saw the market ultimately trade as high as $116.30. Now, all of that was on the news that Coinbase shares soared 10% in a boost from the meme traders from a BlackRock crypto deal, right? Shares of Coinbase soared Thursday after the crypto exchange announced a partnership with BlackRock that would allow institutional clients to buy Bitcoin. See? Now, you guys can see from my chart that I got this arrow, right, pointing to a gap. And I was telling everyone on my videos about Coinbase that the market has to come back in and fill the gap. It didn't. Yesterday. See? The market in Coinbase, when I did, it was maybe a couple of videos ago that I told everyone that that the market in Coinbase was going to come in and fill these two gaps, right? Because the market in Coinbase created two gaps. It was this one and this area right here. Okay. It created two gaps on this mass move to the downside, right? And it filled this gap relatively quick. It didn't take long for the market in Coinbase to fill this gap, because in 2 days, on May the 13th, 2022 is when the first gap was filled. It took this long for the market in Coinbase from May the 6th all the way to August the 6th. So like 3 months for the market to come in and fill that gap. But if you had an idea about seeing gaps, usually the market comes back in and fills it. The only problem is how long it takes for the market to do it, because there's some gaps on charts that's been going on, that's been around for like years, that hasn't even been filled yet. So this one didn't take that long, 3 months to fill that gap. Deal was done. We got it. If anything, you guys should have received about 27% from my price prediction in 2 days. It only took 2 days for us to get 20% out the market. If you were to get on the last trade of yesterday, your profitability is now around 52.5%, right? This is very important for us to understand and be in position to win. This is how you're able to make money. Now, I understand you got, high frequency trading, you got algorithms that we're trading against, we got insiders that understand the news, you may think that the game is rigged against us, but we have the ability to forecast and predict and get ahead of them. See, these algorithms don't know what the market is anticipated to do. These high frequency traders, these proprietary trading shops don't understand what's going to happen in the future, but we have the ability to do that by simply looking at the price chart. So that is done. That is over. Congratulations to those who was able to see the same thing. Now, when you say a move like this right here that occurred in Coinbase, this kind of lets you know that you need to wait now. I'm just going to keep it real. We've got that 26%, that 50% already on this prior move. Now we can actually sit back and wait to see how the market is going to digest this information that BlackRock is going to do a partnership with Coinbase. Because obviously the market in Coinbase, it looked like a lot of people sold the news than people buying it. I'm just going to keep it real, because the market on yesterday's trading, we saw price go all the way up to 116, but it closed at 88. There was a lot more selling going on into the market than there were buyers. Let's keep it a buck. People felt like that was an opportunity to take the bag, to profit out the market. So all this volume that came into the market in Coinbase yesterday, we got to keep our eyes open. We want to see how the market trades over the next 2 to 3 days, because if the demand is still there, then the market in Coinbase will find support around 80, right? That's going to be the newest area of support for us to look forward to in Coinbase. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this horizontal line right here to around 80. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised to see it come down to like 75. It's going to be around $80 to $75. Okay, because my concern is looking at how the market is currently closing in Coinbase off of the highs. You guys see that? That's not a good sign, especially when you see all this volume coming into the market in Coinbase. So it tells me that there's selling going on. It tells me that we may need to wait because we got earnings coming up on August the 9th next week. Okay, now one positive thing that I'm seeing on the chart is, yes, price currently is outside of the downtrend line. That's a good thing. But we still need to wait, because what the market can do, let me show you, is as we continue to see the market in Coinbase trade outside of this downtrend line, it's still possible that the price can come all the way back down to the trend and continue to trend lower off of this downtrend line though, and continue to go lower. So those who understand the market would have taken the opportunity yesterday, if they're still expecting the price to go down in Coinbase, that they needed to sell it now. They sold the news because longer term, they're still suspecting that Coinbase is going to fall in price. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to be still. I'm going to let the market work out the kinks. I want the buyers to convince me that they are still willing to buy Coinbase at these higher levels. So that area that I'm looking at is either around 75 to 80. Okay, that's the area that I'm looking for Coinbase to grab. So let's see if the buyers are going to show up here. Let us pay attention going forward. Okay, now without any confusion, I'm going to get rid of this downtrend line for the moment. Okay, and our attention is going to be focusing on the buyers. We want to see the buyers show up here, either here around 80 or 75, either or. And it will tell us basically by the volume whether or not they're buying or not. It will tell us right here. All right, so I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to drop a price prediction, a price target to the market in Coinbase. We're going to give the market opportunity to digest this information, because they need to prove to us that they're willing to still buy this stock at these prices. And right now, from what occurred yesterday, it seemed as if more selling was going on in the market than it were buying. So I'm just going to leave it alone right now, and we'll see, come back later and see what the buyers did, if they were convinced. If not, we continue to sell the market. We'll expect the price to continue to trend down in price. All right, so that's it. Questions, comments, let me know. Make sure you maintain profitability, and as always, trade different.